where the real question that I see, once again, in my opinion, when I read these threads and conversations and articles and so forth about this is, here's a question from Ali Carlos. I'm not really good when it comes to names as far as pronouncing a lot of names, so I apologize to anybody in advance, and I'm certainly not very good at pronouncing some of these Instagram names that I'm seeing down below. Ollie's asking, how can powerlifting and weightlifting be ran in a way to be televised to increase the interest not only for competitors but for the average Joe? That's been a question of debate for ever since I can remember. When I first got started into powerlifting was on ABC's Wide World of Sports. So it has been there before. So it is the ability to edit and get the end product on TV is definitely there. What's lacking is the market, the sponsors, to be able to support it, with the television ads. And I'm not, 100% confident in anything what I'm saying with this, because I've never tried to sell, a powerlifting meet to a network. But I know others that have tried, and failed. And I know that in the past, with some strength events, they were basically paid for by the supplement company who was running the commercials between the events. The popularity, I think, when it comes to, this is one of these things like, how does it become an Olympic sport? How does it become more popular? How does it become all this, and this? I think they all kind of run hand in hand with what the potential answers could be or couldn't be. And I think everybody in my opinion, everybody's looking in the wrong direction. They're looking at, what needs to be done in such a way of somebody else having to do it. What needs to be done to, get powerlifting in the Olympics or to get powerlifting on TV. And then that's kind of where it stops, where the real question that I see, once again, in my opinion, when I read these threads and conversations and articles and so forth about this is, what are you going to do to get it on TV? In other words, nobody's really thinking of themselves, and how they can make a difference to be able to make these things happen, to be able to, get more exposure and to get on TV. It has to be profitable to somebody, for it to happen, and marketable. And I believe, all those things are true, with that. And I'm kind of just spinning in circles right here, because the answer that I typically put out there is, instead of spending the time trying to focus on this big, audacious, long-term goal, the focus should really be on, how are you representing the sport today yourself at a personal level, across the board to everybody? Are you representing the sport in a way that younger kids are going to want to emulate it, what you're doing? Are you representing the sport in a way that's going to make other people want it to become involved with the sport? Are you, in the small powerlifting club that you're in now, are you bringing people in to your team, into the sport? Are you getting more people to do competitions? Because to me, the simple answer falls basically with referrals. You know, if there's 10,000 total powerlifters in the US and each one just brings in one person, it doubles. You get enough people, then you're going to start to find all those things are there. Actually, you know, companies, sponsors, television, they're going to be climbing all over themselves. You know, if there were 500,000 competitive powerlifters in the United States, you can bet your ass there's going to be coverage because the demand's going to be there. So everybody's looking at it backwards. You know, it's what can you do now to increase the sport? Not what can TV do to increase the sport, if that makes any sense.